Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Hourglass. Welcome back if you are new. This is a channel message for someone out there that your first name or your initials has a K in it. I keep getting the word Kiniki, Kendrick, Kareem, Kansas, Catherine, Katie. It's a lot of K's. Like I'm hearing a lot of K names. All right. I possibly may call them out during the reading, but it's somebody with a K. All right. So this is a channel message for someone with a K. This energy has been bugging me since I've been doing the readings since I was starting. So we have faith. So a lot of the cards, we have a lot of star card has been coming up in previous readings. So a lot of people are having faith and hope that certain relationship or personal relationships would work out. Now we are going to experience a full moon or a pink moon in Libra, and that's going to bring the spotlight on a lot of your personal relationships and partnerships. Now full moons are all about results. It's all about forgiving. It's all about cherishing, giving thanks, and so forth. So if you have your full moon rituals, go on, do your thing as well. And yeah, so Libras, what about Libras? I'm a Libra moon and sun. Sorry, I kind of like stammered there, but yeah, it's about negotiation in within your personal relationship, looking for ways to grow as an individual within the union as well. It's about the heart knowing and knowing that a greater potential lies ahead. So if you're single and ready to mingle, or you're just like wondering what's going on with your love life, that may be somebody that's coming into your future as soon as you forgive yourself or release yourself with some type of deeper understanding about relationships or personal relationships. It's like after you learn some type of lesson about negotiating or about speaking up about forgiveness, you're gonna release yourself, and you're gonna be more receptive to that person that needs to be in your life at the time. So it's a high time for soulmates as well. I'm not saying that it doesn't have like sleazies and playgirl and playboy energy out there, but again, if you've been doing that inner work, if you have been releasing and forgiving yourself, really negotiating on what you want out of your love life, you would see those warning signs and know how to maneuver around them or over them. All right, so it's all about the level of inner work that you're doing on yourself, so keep that in mind. So let's see what this channel message is. Somebody's definitely in their emotions as well. So there's a lot of water energy. So this may be a water sign. It doesn't have to be. It just means that somebody's definitely negotiating a lot of their emotions. All right, beloved, I'm ready. Definitely love on the scene. Love is on the scene, or love is on the brain. Love is in the air. Love me like you'll never see me again. So some Alicia Keys coming through. All right, so we have personal boundaries. So somebody's practicing personal boundaries, or they're trying to be more assertive in their life by placing some personal boundaries coming from a more authentic aspect of themselves. So they may be very empowered or making a lot of empowered choices. This has a lot to do with the solar plex chakra, all about that vitality or the self-respect, the self-worth from self, or again, ending that inner work or that learning lesson in that sacral chakra. Some of you may be looking good, smelling good. You may have this very almond tone. I don't know why I said almond tone, but a very sun-kissed complexion, or this person may be that, or darker from a more like a light tan. I heard mocha. So it's a lot of sweet smells I'm smelling as well. We have intelligence. Yeah, somebody's doing the inner work, or a learning lesson is completing. We have the full moon again when it comes to the relationships or the personal relationship with self, being very flexible, negotiation. We have home. So, the home could talk about the foundation within self, the way how we live as well. This is the root or the base chakra. So this may have a lot to do with somebody's family history, the ancestral guidance coming up to the surface as well. Somebody really being at home with who they are and what they are about. Learning the lesson about what you're motivated by as well. A deeper understanding of motivation. For some reason, I got that. So this person with this K or whoever is learning some personal boundaries. They're learning a lot about themselves, the way how they perceive themselves. I feel like they've been researching or they're reading some books or writing a book here. Spend a lot of hours having hopes. Okay, so the more somebody learns, or it's like they're understanding some knowledge about self as well, and it's giving them faith. Very flexible energy. They're learning to be more comfortable with themselves because of these personal boundaries that they place, or this may be future energy. So after the lesson is learned and they have this personal boundary in place, they're going to be more comfortable or safe within themselves to be more assertive or to take action. Right now they're just chilling like a villain. They're being a lazy boy, or they have a lazy boy at home. You may have a lazy boy at home. We have some fours. We have a light code of 4, 4, 5. Somebody's looking at long term instead of the instant of now, or something that's happening instantly. They're no longer looking for instant appreciation or gratitude or validations. They're looking for something more long term. And again, it's because of these personal boundaries. This could be your energy as well. It's whoever's the strongest energy here. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This could be time. This could be past, present, future events. Time and energy is fluid. We all have free will. All right. So that's because what's coming through the card, anything can change because we all have free will. Somebody overcame a struggle here or a challenge in their life. They're starting to look good. They're dressing up. I see somebody's dressing up. Somebody's ordering clothes and dressing up. Starting to feel safe in love again. Somebody's renewal of love for self. This is a lot of self. I heard self, not mastery, self-made. All right, so somebody's self-made. Hey, what? Rearranging their home to reflect how they feel, making things comfortable at home. Beautiful. Tell me more, beloved. One card about the nature about this love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Somebody could be practicing love rituals or affirmations. There's a lot of affirmations. Somebody's giving thanks to the ancestors. There's a lot of ancestry energy. It's like somebody showing love and support or giving love and support back to a higher force that has been guiding them. Some of you, it's a deities. I feel like Greek mythology. Something with an A. The pronunciation is not rolling off my tongue. So if you know what I'm talking about, Greek mythology with an A deities, a Greek deities with an A, go and big up yourself in the comment box below. So we have trust. So there's a lot of trust and faith, like I mentioned before, and in my previous videos today, it's a lot of trust. Somebody really needs to trust the situation. The situation is calling for you to have trust and faith. It's something higher, some type of higher force that's in control. So control what you could, what's in your hands, like how you deal with yourself, how you perceive your authenticity or whatever you give support to. That are things that you could control, that's in your grasp. But it's like whatever is happening with your love life or the love for yourself, keep that optimism, that faith. We have two cards talking about faith. We did see the faith card showed itself in the pre-shuffle. So it's like, have faith in yourself. Know what you're deserving. Stay optimistic by raising your vibration. Come out of the darkness. There's a lot of faith and hope with the candle as well. Somebody's learning about faith and being very flexible from it. There's a shift in perceptions here. Somebody's getting a lot of self-knowledge or self-education, and it's bringing a big awareness. It's freeing them from something here that they cage themselves into. So some of you could have had a wall up that let in the wrong influence, but shut out the right ones because it had some type of issue within self that you had to cure, that you had to heal, right? That you had to overcome, right? So now that that's closing up, we have the full moon in Libra. Again, putting the spotlight on personal relationships with self and those outside of us. Give thanks to those that you respect and some type of ancestors. Maybe you guys have a lineage in Greek, European, the Romans, Athena. Your name may be Athena. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's bust down this tarot deck, beloved. Tell us more about this personal boundaries. Who are the key characters? We have the High Priestess energy. Nice. So the High Priestess energy could talk about this all-knowing type of power. Some dreams of truth are coming in here as well. So you may have some truth that's coming into you, a lot of knowledge of self. There's a lot of wisdom from learning from the past, maybe applying this wisdom, the subconsciousness. Some of you are having this deep ancestral wisdom coming up. I felt that a lot. And it could be from this Greek thing going on with some of you. Some of you is Native American. I'm smelling like smoke. Some type of smoke. Maybe you guys smoke marijuana. That Mary Jane. You better tell them. Hey, how you open the door? Say hi. Say hi. I know, right? The babas. That's my big baby. He opened the door. Outside. Go sanana. Go sanana. Bae. Go sanaya. He looking for some coconut cookies. Shh. All done. All finished. The cookies are done. Hold on, you guys. Let me put it on pause. Let me close the door. Pause. Unpause. All right, so that was my baby making an appearance. He was looking for some coconut cookies, but he had enough. He had enough of that stuff. All right, so yeah, with the High Priestess energy, you may be a Cancer or Taurus energy. There's a lot of silence here. Somebody's watching. You may be a mistress, or this may be some type of secret is going on. Secret knowledge. Oh my gosh, you guys, what's going on? You guys are having like past life dreams. Thank you, beloved. All right, so we have the devil energy coming out here, and we have the Nine of Swords. So you may be dealing with a air sign, or there's a strong Capricorn energy. So you may have been tangled in some type of affair or some type of toxic living situation, and it's like, okay, so what I'm sensing is like somebody may have had a hex on them, or there's some type of curse been broken. Somebody had a dream. The Nine of Swords could talk about dreaming or dreams that felt like nightmares. Somebody feel haunted or being chased in their dreams from a shadow. It's like maybe somebody's been haunted by a shadow, or they felt negative about a situation that wasn't all that negative. For some of you, it's like you're learning about curses or ancestral curses that you're breaking, and it doesn't necessarily mean like it was detrimental. It could be a way that your family were living by that was just not accurate, a tradition, and somebody's breaking it. It could have been a web of lies or a web of misunderstanding that somebody's now having that knowing now, or that deeper subconscious knowing. Somebody has the truth here, and it's breaking down a wall. It's like somebody's escaping or somebody's overcoming a very dark struggle. And again, you could have been living in this by choice, like you didn't know any better, so you couldn't do any better. Or this may be your person with a K. They were raised to be a certain way, a tradition, an old ancient tradition that kept them bounded to a very dark lifestyle. It's like a secret. So something secretly happened, and it created a boogeyman. It created a monster that was, somebody was afraid to sleep, or they were having insomnia about it. And it's like wanting to fight that now, wanting to have the courage, or you have beaten it, you have broken it because of knowledge, because of some type of self-education, self-knowledge, being self-made. Or someone in your present, or this may be this person's energy, somebody feels like you're messy and you're dabbling with witchcraft. I just heard, don't make the devil rule you. That's West Indian talk. So if you're from the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about. Don't make the devil rule you. Jeez. So with the Nine of Swords energy, this could be some Gemini energy as well. Doesn't have to be, but it's like some type of trickery was going on, and it's like somebody's releasing that limited beliefs, or they're releasing that belief system. Something is being purged out of somebody's system due to some knowledge. Maybe a guilty consciousness was the underlying factor. What I'm getting is it wasn't as bad as somebody perceived it to be. So that's what I came up with the boogeyman. It's like you're laying in bed and you're seeing like a heap of like monsters or a shadow figure, and then when you flick the light on, it's all your little dirty clothes you left on your damn chair because you're so freaking lazy. So it's like you get so messed up over feeling the fear that you start washing your damn clothes 4 o'clock in the damn morning. Because you feel so guilty. Some of you, it's a past issue that was burning you, causing a lot of anxiety. That could have been due to gossip, or something was revealed about you, a secret. Maybe you had some double life shit going on, and it was somebody revealed that about you. Somebody outed you, and it's like you let like dark reptilian minded people in your life. So it's like you built a wall, but you let in, or you was susceptible to danger or toxic behaviors, toxic people. You accepted bad situations because of a tradition, a lack of self-knowledge. And now that you gain that knowledge, you're now flexible. It's like maybe you were narrow-minded. This person was very narrow-minded, believing one set of beliefs that kind of leave them in a low life, in the dark, wandering in the dark. And now they have a new set of beliefs that's given them this flexibility, that's given them this positive outcome or idea. They overcame something. They switched their beliefs. Interesting. Now we have the Ace of Cups. All right. So we have a new emotional beginning, or we're starting a new love phase in our life now. So we're starting to have this love, this different type of love coming through. So you may have, because of these set limits or limiting beliefs, your love was confined, or your love life was confined to a certain level. And now it's like expanding emotionally. Spiritual love is coming into your life, or in this person's life. Kate. I heard Kamara. Ooh. Kamara. Camaro? Cameo? Kita? Some type of Kita. So it could have been an attachment, because with the devil energy, you could talk about attachments, bondage, and now it's like freeing up that. It could also have a new wave of strong desires. And this could be part of your empowerment phase. Oh, so we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. This lifestyle brought a lot of freaking grief, man. It's like I feel like you were being bullied by a set of beliefs that was going against your spirit. It fluttered your spirit after a while. So, you know, you could have been a part of a home environment, and or living by this set of beliefs in your home, and it did something to your spirit. It fucked your spirit over, and it gave a lot of grief. Excuse me for my language. I know some of you like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't curse words. I'm not a saint, you guys. I'm not. I'm really not, all right? So it's like a lesson learned, a hard or a heartfelt lesson. But it's like you're seeing the beauty of this hard lesson. It's like it's like breaking you open emotionally, where it left you very vulnerable. It left you weak. I feel like saying a weak link, like you may have felt like the weak link, or the outcast of a family, or a cult, or a community, a group. This could have been trauma bonds, or it feels like a trauma bond with the devil being over the Three of Swords energy. Caused a lot of grief, a lot of depression, and you couldn't figure out why until you started educating yourself. I also look at the devil card of some narcissistic energy. So this could have been a narcissistic individual in your home that was projecting their beliefs or projecting their scary ego on you. The boogeyman. Somebody's coming into your room, I feel like they were pushing themselves on you, or pushing their beliefs on you, and cause a lot of guilt or grief with this Three of Swords energy. You could have once felt like this was the love of your life, or you had a lot of love for this person. It could have been somebody that you had a girl child with, or maybe as a girl child. You could be a female. It's a shorty hair. It's a little baby hair, a little girl. She's like 9, 12 that I'm seeing. Bubbly spirit, but it's like the innocence. Somebody innocence was taken. I see a little shorty here. A little shorty. You could have been very like friendly, and whatever happened traumatized you. I keep seeing shorty with a boogeyman. Or you look at this person as the boogeyman. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Three of Swords could talk about Libra. Oh, shorty. Okay, so this is not going to resonate with each and every one of you. Somebody may have suffered a miscarriage, and it was a baby girl, and this baby girl is with you. Something about giggling and laughing. It's like this baby girl spirit or energy is with you, or you have a spirit baby girl that's with you. I don't know, maybe you dream about a baby girl or a little girl. Some of you may have dreamt about a little girl chasing you. Something about shorty. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords energy, please. Or you wish you had a baby girl. The Magician is out here. So there's magic hidden around in you. It's like somebody here has a very spiritual, magical energy hidden within them. And it's suppressed because of a trauma bond, or a trauma, or a traumatic loss. So, you know, sometimes when people pass away, or when people move away, or they leave our life, it could be very traumatic, especially when it's very unexpected. You get what I'm saying? But it happened to mold you in some way, or to break you out of a limiting belief. The grief. Overcoming this grief is breaking you out to the Magician. And it has a lot to do with your emotion, the cups. My candle is like freaking out there. So you may need rest, or in this rest time, it's preparing you for a new beginning, a new relationship, new romance, and possibly a birth of a baby girl. Or a baby girl is going to be birthed out of this chaos, and it's going to give you new inspiration about life. It's going to bring optimism, new love into your life, this birth of a baby girl. Now, with the Magician energy, it's like, because the Magician is a number 1 as well. All right. It's a number, it's aces of cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. So it's, these things are under your hand. It's like an essence and a deep awareness. I said self-made, but it could be self-mastery here, overcoming this guilt, overcoming this fear, this hauntedness. Someone with the High Priestess and the Magician, this is like A1 mastery, A1 alchemist energy. But it's like unlocking this love within. It's like bypassing, overcoming this guilt, this fear. I want to see what's the fear here with the devil card and the 3 of swords. So we have the 7 of cups energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Now, it's like a fear of making the wrong choice as well, or thinking for yourself. This could be a Scorpio energy. Hiding a secret darkness or hiding a darkness within because of fear of judgment. Somebody's being accused of working witchcraft or dabbling in witchcraft. Maybe a parent here is suspecting you of, because like I keep hearing, don't make the devil rule you. Don't make the devil rule you. So maybe the way, whatever you're practicing is not traditional. And somebody in your world, in your life, in your circle is not, it's like they're afraid of what you're doing. We have the 3 of Wands energy. Somebody's very optimistic about what the future holds, waiting on what to see what's going to manifest with the Magician card. Trusting that this deities or your God, whoever you believe in, is going to help you manifest something. But you have like hyenas or a threat in your life. And you're waiting for the right time to just like shine or something. It's like the 7 of Cups is basically talking about a promising future, but it's not guaranteed. Somebody may be very confused in the head, not knowing how to choose, or the fear of choosing the wrong thing. This is like all over the place, you guys. Again, it's a channel message, so I'm not understanding what I'm saying, but I'm reading the message here, right? So somebody has to make a choice that's going to bring happiness with the Ace of Cups. The right choices, hey, it's almost like Indiana Jones trying to choose the Holy Grail. You ever see Indiana Jones in the temple of, I can't remember the title. Go and big up yourself if you know what I'm talking about. So it's the one where Indiana Jones' dad, they were going on an adventure, him and his dad got wounded. And you know, he's in the temple and he's having to choose the Holy Grail, the same cup that Jesus Christ or Yeshua sipped from or something like that. I can't remember the full story. And it's like all these beautiful chalices and and Indiana Jones, a sexy white man, Harrison Ford, right? In his good days. Yeah, and he chose the right chalice and he drank the cup and he gave it to his dad and he was, healed. So it's like having to make the right choices that's going to make you happy, or it's just going to restore your health in some way, because the devil is overlooking this stuff here. And it's almost like maybe you have like a negative energy inside or outside of you that's kind of like bullying you or causing some type of threat to you, right? But again, somebody has like this spirit baby it's like a giggle, like like you have like maybe your inner child is like guiding you. You know that kind of weird experience where you have your inner child guiding you? It's like some Katy Perry shit. You get what I'm saying? What is that song by Katy Perry when she was following her inner child as guidance? Yeah, that song, whatever it is. Go and big up yourself if you know what I'm talking about. But it feels like that, and it's all about overcoming. It's all about stepping into your genuine self, your authenticity. It's about stepping in your authenticity and being assertive, being empowered, regardless of the threat, regardless of somebody that's jabbing you with criticism, because they're not understanding what you're doing and it looks dangerous, it looks dark. Oop, that was my tummy, excuse me. So let's get a closing card, and I want to get the universe has your back cards. I really like those cards. So yeah, I feel like you're stepping into your authenticity and you may be causing the people around you to be very fearful of you because they may not be understanding what's going on with you. There may be a fear of doing the wrong thing, but like I said, with the Seven of Cups energy, it's like you're searching for a purpose, but you may be very confused, but you're determined for a decision, or there may be a lot of fantasy and things are not what they seem. All right, there may be a powerful transformation. It's like you have to pick what's your next step. What is your next step here? We have the Ace of Cups. What's in that Ace of Cups? Is it power and stability? Is it abundance and wealth? Is it a perfect partner or potential companionship? Is it the need for self-illumination? That knowledge, like what is it you're gonna pick here? But whatever it is, make sure that it's a choice that's gonna bring you some type of happiness, or you're gonna be happy with this choice. Some of you may be feeling the lacking of opportunities and feeling trapped as well. And this is why you have to step into your authenticity and be very empowered. This could be all in your home, like you freaking out at home. And, you know, like I said in the previous videos, if you feel very anxious or you're having a lot of anxiety, you feel like you're spiraling down into darkness, do not let your emotions cloud your judgment. It has numerous outlets for professional help. You need to seek professional help. There's a bunch of therapy online that could help you. So reach out to them. Do not let that self-criticism block you from getting the help that you need, because this is a very traumatic time, a turn of events. It happened very suddenly. It was a lot of miscommunication. You guys' president not being accurate with the information. It's a bunch of back and forth, a lot of conspiracy theories. So I could understand why you may feel kind of like tormented in your own home, especially when you're accustomed to like working really hard and out there in the world, you know, accomplishing your goals and shit, and now you're confined and it's all these new rules and this new way of living. So go ahead and reach out to someone. There's a lot of blogs, there's a lot of groups that you're not alone. Basically, you're not alone in how you're feeling, and it's wise that you feel empowered and reach out for help. It's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. All right, so this is like a spiritual turning event for someone here. Kimberly and Kims, and it's a lot of K's that's coming through today. So I don't know if I'm going to title this spread channel message for K's, K initialed individuals. Closing card, beloved. My tummy is going crazy. Closing card, beloved. So the Three of Wands is sticking out to me again. And it's like wanting to move forward, or there's a strong belief or a strong need for freedom and success, to be happy with the choices that you make or the life that you live. It's like a need to be your own leader. Some of you may be hiding from growth for a very long time, or hiding from your past for a very long time, and it's like nowhere to run. Last card, beloved, to close this reading out. One card, please. There we go. We have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Could you come back in a minute? And I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. So let me repeat that. It says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract the support from the universe. So it's like, yeah, I feel like some of you are dabbling in spirituality when it comes to like meditation and different sort of practices, and somebody may not be understanding what's going on with you, and they may be concerned because of what they believe. You get what I'm saying? But if it makes you happy, if it brings a sense of positivity and optimism to your life, you're being connected to your joyful presence, and it's attracting the support from the universe. We have it with the Three of Wands. Like, it keep coming out to me. So it's like foresight. It's like exploring this sight of seeing into the possibilities of the future of what's on the horizon for you. So that's wonderful. Yeah, it's like you're attracting some type of loving energy from the unknown or from the ethers. The high priestess could talk about, excuse me, my nose is like itching the hell out of me. It's like the high priestess is like that all knowing energy or that all knowing frequency. It could also mean that you're inactive or you're like in a meditative state, or you're passive aggressive where you're just sitting and watching things unfold in front of you, trusting what you're manifesting here. You have changed or you have alchemized some type of trauma or some type of fear into, it's like you letting it motivate you to push you to be in more control of your life or more in leadership, more assertive in your own life. It's empowering you. So you could have been running from the past or not wanting to face this dark aspect of yourself. And now it's like you have no choice. You could have been avoiding doing something for a very long time, and now it's like you don't have a choice. And whatever you choosing is connecting you to this joyful energy within you, this optimism, this faith. So you may have a newfound faith, and it's like somebody in your home is like, what? You may have been hiding that also. So they may have found out that, you have like a little altar in your closet and whatever. Because I could tell you, when I first started doing tarot and having like this altar, I was kind of doing it in secrecy too, because I was afraid that my loved one would have judged me. Like I was receiving a lot of past life connection with a very powerful Ethiopian queen. And I swear to you, on everything I believe in, I was hearing this, I was seeing things. I would dream, like literally reacting in my dream. Like I would have to be woken up out of my dream because I was reacting or reliving a past life of this Ethiopian queen. Now she has a lot of connection with frankincense and pistachios. I'm not going to get too into it because I feel like it is very sacred to me, and to talk about it is like I feel like I'm giving away that power, so I keep it in. I had to do a lot of researches. I was triggered by the light codes or the earth, the angel numbers 1111. So I was constantly seeing this frequency. I thought it was L's. I thought it was L's, like lowercase L's. And I had to do a lot. It took me a year to figure out it was an activation code. I was being activated, but it was happening in a sequence that I was unable to share with my people in my home because I was so distraught of being called crazy, or I'm stressed out, or some crazy shit. But eventually, when I couldn't hide my tarot cards and I couldn't hide my altar anymore, I had to come out and tell my mother, the people living with me, my dad, and my mom. How it started with my mom. She actually sent me an article about the 4400, right? Or the 44,000, whatever the case may be. And she was like, I don't know why I was guided to send you this, but I'm sending you this. Do you know about this or anything about it? And that's when I took that opportunity to tell her what's been going on with me. So I've been struggling with dreams. Even the people in my home was keep asking me, like, Ma, like what's going on with you? Why you keep reacting these things in your dream? And I had to come out and tell them I'm having past life experiences about this Ethiopian queen who's deeply connected with frankincense. At the time of her reign, her era, she was one of the providers of the frankincense. All right, it came from her side of the region. So she's deeply connected to frankincense. She's deeply connected to one of the smartest men in the world at that time. I'm not going to reveal what king that was, but if you know your history, you probably pick up on who I'm talking about. She's mentioned in the Bible. I never knew her name, and she has 3 different names or 4 different names from 4 different regions in, I think is lower, what is it? Arabic, I think, and Ethiopia. She's up in that area right there. She's known in that area, and I could tell you, I seen temples that she built. I was traveling in those temples. That's where the activation began. That's why I saw my first activation codes. So the more I did researches on these dreams, I figured out who this ancient energy is that's always been with me in my life. So that's just a little bit of meat about me and how I got here. And let me tell you, I was never once scared of this energy because it's been with me from since I was very small. I myself suffered from a lot of abandonment issues, feeling left out, feeling like I was not shown enough attention. So that energy always been with me, guiding me, helping me to escape numerous of rapes. It guided and protected me when I was in a lot of fights, girl fights, and so on and so forth. So it's that energy, very powerful Ethiopian queen, very powerful. And I know her name. I know her real name because she revealed it to me. So you might know her from the history books as such and such. But when I asked her to reveal herself through a tarot reading, ancestral reading, she revealed her true name to me. And just as I think it was February 3 years ago, I was looking through my Instagram and boom, I saw her name, the same name that she repeated, and she spelt it out for me, and I saw it on Instagram as an Ethiopian queen. And I was like, wow, I was blown away because remember, you try to suppress these things as, oh, I'm going crazy. But remember, energy don't die. It just transfer all over. And let me tell you, that energy has, I don't know if it's my ancestor or if it's just a guide, but that energy, very masculine. She's a feminine, but she's very masculine. She's a great leader. All right, so yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was a channel message to anybody that has a K, but I'm going to title it different so it's open to the public. It may be just for your entertainment purposes only, or you may gain a little bit of insight or encouraging, uplifting messages. Whatever the case may be, go and big up yourself in the comment box below. All right, I did send out some personal readings today, so check your emails. If you have sent in a gratitude donation, please get with me. All the details are in the description box below. I need your email. Sometimes I don't know where these gratitude donations are coming from if you don't leave an email or a short note, so you could claim a reward reading if you're willing to accept that, or if you're just satisfied with what's being shown today. All right, so I'll see you guys in another video and chat to you guys later. Ciao.